Today we'll look at an encounter Jesus had with his disciples while crossing the Lake of Galilee. We find this encounter in Luke chapter 8, verses 22 to 25. While Jesus and his disciples were sailing across the lake, a sudden storm swept down on them and the disciples were terrified, believing they would drown. Jesus was so exhausted that he'd fallen soundly asleep in the boat, and even the fierce storm didn't wake him. When the disciples woke Jesus, he immediately calmed the storm, much to their amazement, and they sailed across the lake in safety. At least 4 of the disciples were experienced fishermen: Peter, Andrew, James and John. The Sea of Galilee was their fishing ground and they knew it well, along with the vicious storms that were common on the lake. But this storm was different. Despite all their sailing skills and all their knowledge of the conditions, the boat was swamped and starting to sink. They were helpless to save either the boat or themselves. There was absolutely nothing at all they could do. And Jesus was asleep in the boat. So often we can feel the same way in our everyday lives. We all know the stresses we are under, and for each one of us they will be different. We're used to them, we can handle them, and then we are caught by unexpected circumstances. It can be heartache, overwhelming loneliness, disappointment, betrayal, failing strength or unending demands upon us. It could be loss of employment or home, inability to pay bills or provide food for the family. It could be a desperate struggle to save our business and our employees' jobs and their livelihoods. Perhaps it is a serious health issue that could see a loved one or ourselves facing death. There is nothing we can do, and the strain is more than we can bear. And Jesus seems to be asleep and isn't answering our pleas. Then, when all hope seems gone, we come through our difficulties, or our worst fears come to pass, but we know Jesus' presence and comfort. Our own strength is gone, but Jesus gives us his strength. Just as the apostles encountered Jesus in the storm on the lake, and he brought them safely through, so Jesus can be trusted to bring us through our own storms. He is always there. And while he may seem to be late, he is never too late. Again, you can read this encounter with Jesus in Luke chapter 8, verses 22 to 25.